Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and normally whenever I do a review for a character, I talk about how great they are, how strong they are, and so on, and Iori is no exception. He's a very powerful character, he's a really fun character, he looks amazing, he's aesthetically pleasing, I love the gritted teeth. I mean, he looks pretty badass, guys, he really does. It's just unfortunate that I can't really be too excited, and I don't think you guys can really be that excited, because, well, we know the game's going to be ending on October 30th, but we're going to try to make light of it. We're going to try to have a little fun with Iori today, try to talk about him a little bit, because he is a cool character. Now, he is a yellow attack, but at this point in the game, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter that he's a fusion character. I mean, that's kind of the problem with doing a review about a character at this point, is that no matter what I say, it's kind of redundant, but he does have the critical damage by 400%, critical rate with 25%. I mean, he's got some massive attack buff, 900%, really crazy, not buff, but, you know, lots of attack. He has the 30% power charge rate, and then, you know, he gains a whole bunch of buffs, right? And I'm not going to get into all this, guys, because the truth is, it really doesn't matter all that much, because, again, of what we talked about earlier, right? I don't want to keep repeating that, because it's kind of a bummer. But, yeah, it is what it is. And when you look at the guy's skills, like you look at his Phantom UE skill, he's going to reset his active skill cooldowns. Upon use, he immediately gains Bloody Frenzy and Blood Pact, and this is just going to increase his damage, and increase active skill damage by 200% for 10 seconds. And, of course, he increases his movement speed and critical rate by 5%. Really massive for the guy. Effects are cumulatively applied based on tier. And increases grab skill damage by 50% for 10 seconds, lots of extra power. Increased strike skill damage by 50% for 10 seconds also. So he's got some nice little buffs in the Phantom UE skill, and this is going to get leveled up. It's only level 1. When it's at 5, he's at A9. It's going to be a lot stronger. His first skill is pretty wild. He decreases target's movement speed by 80%. This would be really, really great in PvP for 3 seconds. Very, very nice. Even if they're guarding. So, I mean, that would be good, right? He applies fear on the target for 3 seconds upon landing his skill. Very, very cool. And then he's got a PvP exclusive, which, again, disable target's active skills for 3 seconds upon landing his skill. This is very, very sweet, guys, along with decreasing that movement speed, but again, the game isn't going to be around that much longer. And then we get into the second skill, which he has Hyper Armor for 5 seconds, decreases enemy defenses by 80%, increased target damage speed by 100%. Same old stuff we've seen over and over and over. I mean, really, at this point, Netmarble, why not just go crazy? You know, why not just have decreased enemy defenses by 200%? Why not just have increased their damage received by 500%? Why not? You're ending the game anyways. Might as well just go crazy. You guys are not shy at all about, you know, throwing in some power creep. So, I mean, honestly, I would have been a little bit happier if they just went hog wild and just said screw it and just gave some ridiculous buffs for the character, because this is the last banner. So, I mean, it would be only fitting. But he does remove the target's guard upon landing a skill. He does have the PvP exclusive, remove the target's hyper armor, and all the other things for survivability. And then his third skill is pretty OP. When in use, decrease the remaining active skill cooldown by 20% each time it lands. So every time this thing lands, it decreases skill cooldown. Very nice. Increase active 3 damage coefficient by 200% per each enemy landed by the skill while in use, up to 1,000%. So whenever you're playing in Plug and Plant or, you know, Tower of Illusion where you got a bunch of enemies, he's going to get some massive buffs, guys. He's going to be a lot stronger in there than, say, in Gilray, what we're going to be doing today. And if Bloody Frenzy is inactive when in use, increase active 3 critical rate by 8%, up to 24%. So really, really massive buffs. Now, this is actually pretty cool. So, his finisher, or his default, whenever he's using this thing, it will reset the active skill cooldowns, and also gain a whole bunch of clan blunder stacks, as there are blood pack stacks upon use. If under the effect of blood pack, increase finisher skill damage by 2,000% and momentum by 30% during use. Pretty much what it means, guys, is after you use this, you're going to reset that your third skill over and over and over, and you're going to do a bunch of damage. I know this isn't as in depth as it normally is, but does it really need to be? I don't think so. Not at this point. And then, of course, the third skill, you know, if under the effect of Bloody Frenzy, increases finisher skill damage by 3,000% and momentum by 40% during use. Very, very cool. Lots and lots of power. When it comes to his core, guys, I don't know if it matters, but you want to level up his attack and penetration first. You want to level up the third and the first skill, max those out, and then the second skill. And then, obviously, you're going to level up your ultimate break and your Phantom UE break and your striker skill. And speaking of striker skill, he does increase striker skill damage by 400% when the skill lands on an elite enemy or boss. So that's a huge buff. Very nice, very nice. Lots of extra damage there. And then we're going to be going with his OB cards. I did get his 3PG, you know, obviously, because I did have some rubies. I went ahead and did a couple pulls, got lucky, got it right away, which is pretty cool. And this thing does increase his critical rate after he uses it which is very cool. And it's actually a badass 3PG. It really looks awesome. I mean, I love the 3PG. I mean, he's pretty badass. It looks pretty sick. We don't have the best option cards. This card's really OP for him because it's going to increase your critical rate by 5%, critical damage by 20%. It's going to increase your active skill damage by 20%, which is awesome for him because that's where all of his damage really comes from. Of course, decreased skill cooldown, increased attack. Honestly, this option card is OP as hell. Super OP. And then we got the one that increases attack by 40%. So, really nice. These set cards are going to be the best for him because it will increase his attack up to 180%, his critical damage up to 120%, and his critical rate up to 9% for Quantum Infusion, which is nice. He's going to get all those buffs. He's going to be a whole lot stronger, okay? And when it comes to his Imprint Stones, since we have to farm for these stones, I'm not doing that, guys. I just went ahead and equipped some different stones on him, some different wonders of the world, if you know what I mean. But we have, this Imprint Stone that actually increases critical damage by 20%. The second one here increases attack up to 15%. And then we have the third one, which increases active skill damage by 15%. And then when it comes to the Moon and Star, just regular attack. One has darkness because he does have darkness and attack. And one has burn because he does have burn. The increased HP by 10% that's kind of a joke. Actually, I should have had attack on there, but we'll go ahead and run with it, guys. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and give him this one. There we go. All right, now he has attack. There we go. All right, cool. One good thing about a game dying or shutting down is that you really don't care what you do in the game, to be honest. His leadership's actually really good, too, for Fusion Fighters. Increasing their attack by 70%. So, let's jump in Guild Raid. Right? The little, a nice little hoorah for Iori. And see what he's capable of, guys. Let's see what he can do, all right? We're just going to be doing solo. We're going to be using Lady Chang as a striker because her striker bonus is very, very nice. She's going to decrease skill cooldown, increase attack. And she's going to have a little extra damage as a striker coming in. So, let's see how this goes. Let's see. All right. Rah! I do love that. That's pretty much how we all feel. I think that's pretty much how we're feeling as we play the game until the end. I mean, Iori is kind of symbolizing that. All right, we'll do that 3PG. And by the way, this is the first time I'm going to do this 3PG ever. Man, this thing is sick. I'm not going to lie. I do like it. And then we're going to hit this. Oh, my God. There we go. Go ahead and do the 3PG. This thing really is sick. Like, it breaks my heart to know that the game isn't going to be around much longer because I'm looking at these skills and I'm thinking, damn, this is awesome. Like, this looks so good. And as soon as that starts, guys, you want to hit your default and start using your third skill. 1, 2, 3, and then hit the EX core and start doing the third skill. And boy, we're probably going to get blowed up on because we did this during an iframe. Man, I mean, they really incorporated a lot of his 3PGs all in one, which is pretty badass. Oh, yeah. Man, this dude is crazy. Oh, yeah, and you always want to make sure you have your hyper armor up, guys. I mean, Iori really is a lot of fun to play. I mean, he really is no joke, guys. Crazy damage, even though I don't even have the right stones or even the best stones on him, right? Oh, nice. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, he went in an iframe. We lost a lot of damage, guys. We lost a lot of damage. Look at him go, man. Look at him go. And he's a right? I mean, you see me get excited because I think he's fun and it looks awesome. Right? Like, I really do like Iori, and I like what they did with the character. I just wish the game wasn't... Alright, okay. Oh, and just look at that meter get broke, guys. Man, he is crazy as hell. Freaking animal coming out, man. The beast within is unleashed. Oh my god, that looks awesome. We need to get a 3PG. And then we go to the first skill. Woo-wee! Vicious, man. He's vicious. I don't even know how to feel, to be honest. Like, right now, I'm kind of like really happy that I'm playing with the Ori and I'm having a lot of fun with him. But at the same time, I know I'm not going to play them all very long, you know? I mean, almost 4 trillion, guys. Almost 4 trillion, not even with the right stones, doing a complete solo. I mean, it's pretty OP. It's crazy strong. It is. Like, it's nuts. And it's awesome. It's great that Iori's so powerful and so strong, although I do believe Lady Chang's a bit stronger, which is a whole nother issue. But it's... I mean, I don't even know what to say, guys. I really don't. Like, I want to be excited, but at the same time, how can I be excited when I know that I'm not... You know, I know on October 30th, we just can't play with these characters no more. It's just... I really feel some kind of way about this video, you know? As far as Iori is concerned, he's awesome, guys. He's super strong. You might as well pull for him, and this is the only time I'd ever say this in any of these videos. You might as well pull for him because this is the last banner. Whatever rubies you got, go ahead and go and try to get him. Try to get Lady Chang. Try to get him leveled up. Get their cards. Spend all those rubies because this is it. This is the final banner. So, I mean, as far as Iori is concerned, guys, he's pretty awesome, and we'll talk about Lady Chang in another video. So, guys, let me know what you think about Iori, and I do stream on Twitch and YouTube. The link to Twitch is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.